You and Darren were both silent when you were interns, and then you got hired. And I was like, those dudes don't even speak.
No, I feel like you're like season 5 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, where Dawn didn't exist, and then all of a sudden she did, and everyone's memories were rewritten to include her. So I think that's you. You didn't exist, and then for some godforsaken reason, something put you on the planet for something.
You know I don't get that at all.
I know. Hey guys, and welcome to Table Talk, the only place where you get your questions and your topics and stuff talked about around a table. You can submit them at #TableTalk on Twitter or the Reddit /r/SourceFed. I'm Matt Lieberman.
I'm Dani Rosenberg.
I'm William Hanson. Is it just me or is this table smaller?
No, it's the same old table.
No. This table is smaller.
Maybe you're just bigger.
Yeah.
Did I grow like a whole, like double my size
Your
over
ego.
the weekend?
We're not doing a sponsorship with Otter Pops, by the way. It's just hot as hell, and they're delicious.
I love Ice Pops. Remember the Flintstones Push Pops?
They were creamy.
Yeah, orange sherbet. Why is sherbet falling out of style?
I don't know what
They have
sherbet
it.
is.
Rainbow sherbet's my
It's
favorite.
like a creamy
get it.
ice.
It's like a yogurt ice cream base, like sorbet.
I don't know. I don't know what it's made
My
of.
mom told me I had to have it for some reason.
I'm
like,
gonna
it
ask
was
Siri
different.
later. What's the difference
Wait,
between sorbet
your mom
and
forced
sherbet?
you to
Yeah,
eat
she
it?
was like, you can't have regular ice cream, you have to have sherbet. I was like, oh, am I lactose intolerant or something? I don't know. And I always thought that it was different.
I always
It's
thought
fancier.
I always thought it was
Fancy.
better for you.
Well, I am
because
so
it was
fancy.
because it was fruit. It was rainbow.
Right? There's
Yeah.
more fruit in it.
Yeah, there's more fruit in it per capita than the ice cream. Give me that look again.
Writer of this question asks.
Is that what it is?
Writer of this question. If you got to do a TED Talk, what would it be about? I've always wondered about this. What would I do a TED Talk about? It would have to be something really stupid. You know what? If I was going to do a TED Talk, I would do it without any preparation. And I would make it all up. And I'd say something super pretentious and they'd all think I was serious. I come up there, I love TED Talks. I'd love to do one. And I'd go up there and I'd be like,
That's how they're all done.
that's how they all do it. Then I'd be like, hello everyone. Your children and your children after that. It's because of you. And then I show some photos of like some kids in Africa or
But you
Brazil
don't
or something.
finish that sentence.
Wait, what?
You say, and your children after you.
Oh no, they
And
didn't.
then
That's
just
what. Then I'm gonna
slideshow.
say this is cause of you. And I show some penguins when they got stuff wrapped around their neck, and I'll say this is cause of you. What you did last night. This is because of how you treat your life. And then I'd say I'd do some personal story. I'd be like, I went to the caves of Benvolio, which is a person from Romeo and Juliet, not a real city.
I
but
know
they
who
think it
Benvolio is.
And I'd say I met a boy who only lives off of 2 cents a day. 2 cents a day. And I'd say, you are doing this to him. You are doing
Where
this to
are the
him.
caves of Benvolio?
What's the thesis of your TED Talk?
And I'd say, give me money and I can fix this. And they'd all stand up and do that clap. It's like ladies would be crying and they'd say, this is my fault. After the show, they'd be like, I'm so sorry. What can I do? And I'd say, it's too late, lady. Spit.
Did you spit on him?
You got fake spit all over me. You sick
I'd say
grape.
that's the end of my table talk.
I'm confused as hell.
Your TED Talk.
That's what I do. I mean, my TED Talk.
Push your chair over.
I'd be like, thank you, Monterey. I'm going to the
Okay.
aquarium.
What is yours,
I'm gonna go
Dani?
legit with it because
Okay.
I've had this theory since
Yeah.
college.
Yeah.
That there are people in your life that act as carriers and posts. And posts are people that are in your life for a long time. They're your friends that are like your pillars.
They hold up the tent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then carriers are people that you're friends with that take you, and eventually through them you meet your posts through them. And they kind of will go to the wayside eventually again. Here's the thing though, is you never know who's a carrier and who's a post. You know what I mean? There are people that sometimes just drift away and you're really bummed and you're like, what happened to that friendship? But then you have to think about people that are super close to you still, and you're like, oh, that person kind of brought me to this friendship,
Yeah.
or this relationship, or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like tide waves, like in and out. You know
No,
what I mean?
I 100% on board with that. And the message of it is just to be open
Yeah.
to all people, say yes when you can, and recognize when someone's a negative influence or a positive
Yeah.
influence. But, you know, you're going to have those friends who, like, I don't know, the friends that I have now who I've had for a long time, I never expected to be my closest friends now.
Me too.
You
I had
know?
a friend who I've had for a decade, and I was like, when I met her, I was like, she's all right.
Yeah. You know, like probably the guy who's my closest friend now, we've known each other for 7 years, and he was kind of like a quieter member of my friend group.
Yeah.
Like, we knew each other through stand-up and stuff, and now, like, I have no closer guy friends.
Yeah.
I would call him before anybody else.
I think it makes it easier to know that the people are going to come in and out of your life all the time.
Yeah.
That's
Sometimes
true.
people part ways and they get angry about it, and it's like, that's just the tide.
Exactly. Like, the worst thing is when there's a friendship that ultimately was never going to be a post, was always
Yeah.
a transitional thing, and
But you thought it was.
you thought it was, and you mourn it, and then you try
Yeah.
to cling on to it, and then, like, you know, say you move halfway across the country,
Yeah.
and you're trying to cling on to it, and then it just gets ugly.
Yeah.
It just gets ugly for no reason. It is hard. Thank you, Will. When, you know, you should allow yourself to be open to meeting the new people and allowing your life to change. If someone is meant to stay in your life, they'll stay in it.
They'll come back around.
I
And
hate
it-
everybody.
What?
I hate everybody.
Oh, Will.
Will, what about Darren? He's your roommate.
Actually, it is interesting what you're saying about when you meet somebody you don't expect. Because Darren and I met at an interview here for the interview for this place, and I remember I was like, he's really nice to me. I was like, people aren't usually nice to me when I meet him. And he was like, oh, what's your YouTube channel? And then we exchanged YouTube channels, and we both went home, looked at each other's YouTube channels, and said, that guy is weird. Now we live with each other.
There you go. You
that
had no
guy
idea.
is weird.
That guy's weird.
That was years ago, and here we are now.
Yeah. What would mine be on? Because, like, I can't think of, like, a super good serious one right now. Like, yours kicks mine out of the water. But I used to have a theory, and maybe I do a TED Talk about this, that do you like, as an adult, do you like horses a lot? Like, would you consider yourself a person who
I
likes
mean,
horses? I mean, you have horses on your
Are those
sweater.
unicorns or horses?
No,
Those
those
are
are
those are
horses.
straight
That
horses.
is a that's
Those
a
are
horn.
ears.
That's a horn.
Those are ears, buddy.
They're
That's why there's
ears.
two of them.
Oh, you're right.
It's
you're
not
right.
a bicorn.
You're right. You see, I thought that ear was hiding behind that one. Dan, you got
I'm
it too.
not super, like, oh, fuck horses!
Right.
But
okay.
I think they're great.
Okay.
Didn't
this is
someone,
maybe.
Oh, my dentist, I wore this to the
Yeah,
dentist.
yeah.
And he was like, I forgot I was wearing it. And he was like, oh, do you like horses? And I was like, I guess.
Yes, right? They're
I
fine.
didn't
Like,
know.
yeah.
But here's my
what a
theory.
weirdo.
Why are you fucking asking me that right now?
Here's my theory. It's a little super judgmental. It's one that I really
Great.
I maintained a few years ago, and now I don't think is necessarily the truth. Where I was like, adults who love horses are all about horses, want to go see the horses,
Yeah.
want to look at pictures of horses,
Wanna own a horse?
want to own a horse, but not necessarily. They don't necessarily live in the country. They just want to own a horse.
Yeah.
Are all super boring people. I think potentially,
Yeah,
right?
I'll-
Like
I'll get
if
involved
if
in that.
horses are still super important and you don't live an agricultural lifestyle where that makes sense, you might be boring.
Yeah.
And I know that
If
I'm
you're
wrong.
combing a
I
horse's
know
mane right now,
if you
might
are
be
for some
boring.
reason
Somebody
watching
just-
YouTube
yeah.
while combing
He's
a
just-
mane.
He puts his phone on top of the horse's back, and he's like, I'm trying to have a good time.
No, my
he's got his Chromecast in the barn.
Yeah.
So my brother is getting married in 2 weeks, and his
Congratulations.
fiance loves horses.
Like, bro, what are you getting into?
Well, no, because like my brother's really boring.
Okay.
Like I love my brother, but he's a boring guy. Who was he going to wind up with? And she's the best person for him.
Yeah.
Because they love each other and they fill in each other's gaps and they put up with each other's stuff. Eventually, he'll have to help her get a horse and take care of it. That's just a thing that
Do they
she
do boring
wants.
stuff? Do they like talk about emotions or something?
No.
That's
Not boring. That's the most important and vital conversation that a person
Boring's
can have.
like
Really?
they drive
Yeah.
the speed limit and they save up for vacations.
Yeah.
Save
And then
Maybe that's
and then they
responsible?
use that vacation
Maybe I'm
to
thinking of
go
it. I think that's
exclusively to
responsible.
theme parks. Okay? To exclusively go to theme parks and bed and breakfasts. Okay? Listen, go to another country, live in a hostel, okay? Take like a crazy tour of all the places people have been murdered. I don't care. Do something interesting. Or go to Oak Glen, California during apple season, because it's lovely. Next topic.
I agree.
The cider is delicious.
It is, don't even knock it, okay? Snowline Orchard in Oak Glen, California makes a raspberry apple cider and a cherry apple cider pressed fresh, the same way that they were made in the mid 1800s. Like the guy when we went there, he was so nice. He gave us a private tour of like the whole cider making operation.
Did he make direct eye contact with you while he squeezed those grapes?
I didn't say there were grapes.
Oh, whatever he
Yeah.
squeezed.
Yeah, it was late in the season, so they were done
What if he
squeezing.
was trying to squeeze
they
an
were
apple?
done.
What if he was trying to squeeze an apple and make the apple cider?
Well, actually, one of the Spitzenberg
I would love
apples
to
that I
see
got was actually so
And he did.
porous,
And he
it
did.
actually did go and like that.
I'd be like, well,
Exploded.
I don't want to F with that guy. Anybody who can
Right.
crush an apple with their bare hands.
Turtle with a mortgage.
Turtle with a mortgage.
Turtle with a mortgage,
That's
right?
great.
Don't they all?
That's awesome. What was the worst punishment you ever received as a child or as a teenager? What did you do to deserve it if you believe you actually did deserve it? Hashtag table talk.
I had sentences. My mom gave me sentences a lot.
Right sentences?
Like, I will not lie to my mom. Like 500. If she caught you doing I will, tax another 500 onto him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stuff like that. Essays. What would you do if your daughter did this?
Wow.
And I'm
Your mom
very-
made you think.
Mm-hmm.
That's
She was like,
pretty
because she
bold.
knew if she grounded me, I was gonna nap the shit out of that grounding.
Sure.
I was just gonna be like, okay, bye.
You're smart. You know, listen, I'm going to take this sentence and I'm just going to ride it out because it'll be over soon enough.
Because I'd nap the shit out of jail too. I
Right.
did the same thing. I would just nap.
Yeah.
So she gave me things I had to. She gave me assignments like that, and I hated it. I was like, just let me sit in my room, you know.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't remember getting punished. I never
That
did
explains
anything.
so much.
I never did anything.
It's his theory that you didn't exist
I
until like a
didn't
month
exist
ago.
until- yeah.
Exactly.
Like a month ago. I
yeah.
mean,
Have you been punished in the last month?
no, I don't think I became a person until like a little while
You've never
ago.
done anything to make your parents mad?
Not really. Cause I remember when I was a teenager, like my parents and I were just like all teenagers and their parents. I was like, oh, I don't like you guys, and I was like, I don't think you guys like. It was like, what did I do? Like I was like,
You just stormed your room and turned on your camera and joined YouTube.
hey guys, I don't like my parents very much. I hate my dad. Oh shoot, that's how I became the person I am today.
Yeah. Is by shirking punishment and instead doing the videos.
No, my parents never did anything.
Yeah.
What about school?
School? No, I was always adequate in school. I'm a straight up B student.
Jeez.
I'm a B student.
I mean, I was a good kid too, but you know, you're a human. You mess up.
You
make
mess up.
mistakes.
I just didn't go too far. I mean, I was on the computer a lot. They didn't really like that, but then turned into a career. You know what I'm saying? Slap me some.
No. I don't know. When I was a kid, I would just get privileges taken away. That's what it always was. It was privileges, which means like they would take like the power cord for the Super Nintendo,
Okay.
so that it couldn't turn on.
Yeah.
Or like
that's
they'd
smart.
like say no computer or no.
So your
internet.
punishment was you have to live like a poor kid.
Yeah, or like you have to live like someone from the 1800s. Or...
You're getting Pop-Tarts instead of toaster strudel this week, Matthew.
Why? No one likes the fake dry frosting. I want the squeeze frosting.
I want to put my own frosting on my.
Yeah, I want to make a face.
Were you one of the kind of kids that would like yell at their parents?
No,
Oh.
I was never a brat about it. I remember once I used the phrase like I deserve something.
Oh,
I
How old were
deserve.
you?
I think I was like 9 or 10, and my parents stopped that right quick.
Yeah.
And it was like, you don't deserve shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just a professional
I
leech right
deserve-
now.
Yeah, you don't deserve anything. And that really lowered my self-esteem for years. I'm like, I don't deserve to be happy.
You
Oh
can,
no.
you can use one
I don't
term.
deserve a social life.
When I was like 14,
I don't deserve toaster strudel.
I don't deserve
deserve
toaster
toaster
strudel.
when I was 14, I remember I said my parents were telling me whatever, and I said I used the phrase not even in a like a mean way. I just say you people, and my mom has not let me live that down. It wasn't like you people don't get me. I was like you people don't like. She was like you people, like, and I was like no, I just mean you people as in you and him. That's it. Like
I would consider it, okay, it's
you,
not...
your people,
Right,
you are you.
right.
Can I say you people, or is that just mean? It's a bad.
I can't.
I don't know.
I'm not,
What do you
I
mean, you
can't.
people?
I mean like you people.
What do you mean by
You people.
What do
It
you
is a mean
mean?
thing to say.
Yeah.
You people.
Yeah,
They're more
it's
of you than
generalizing.
there are me.
It's it's turning us into a they and instead of
He's talking about wizards.
Wizards.
Oh, okay. That was a spell. It's not like a traditional punishment, but my dad has like a perfect memory, but only for things that we messed up on or like phrases that he found stupid.
Yeah.
So like a personal private punishment is just that anytime I say something that's like a little new agey, my dad just rips me for it for years. Like we went on a trip to Israel.
He's like, in the pocket.
Exactly. Well, no, it's like an elephant never forgets.
Yeah.
But only like times that I've tripped or like times that
slow ribbing.
Yeah. So like we were on a trip to Israel and we had a guide. I don't even remember his name, but I said, used the phrase, I like his vibe. And my dad, anytime...
Vibe is new agey?
Vibe is new age. To my dad, vibe is new agey. Yeah. And he's like, I like his vibe? What does that mean? I like his vibe? So now anytime I express any opinion about anything, he's like, well, what kind of vibe did it have? And I'm like, fuck.
God damn
That's
it.
not how I am. My dad doesn't watch these videos, but if he did, I didn't say fuck you, Dad. I mean, I did say I love you, Dad.
He said fudge you.
All right, let's do it.
Love
Alright.
you, Dad, is what you said.
All right.
Oh wait, but this one is urgent.
It says, okay, it's fine. This
This
is
is
urgent.
Did you
This-
just tell
This
her
is
which one to
urgent.
pick?
No, I'm sorry.
She has
it's just-
one job.
You can do which one you want. I'm sorry.
I don't know. This one's going to be a little filthy. It'll be fun. This is from the Reddit from Cock Ring Toss. Cock Ring Toss. That's great. This is urgent. Well, what's a good song to have sex to?
Oh wow.
Prodigy Smack My Bitch Up is pretty easy. Like, it's an easy.
Yeah, I feel like there's a rhythm there.
Jamiroquai.
The girl I lost my virginity to wanted the second time she wanted to have sex with me. She put on a playlist that was like exclusively Buck Cherry, and my dick went
sounds
softer
dirty. That sounds
than a
dirty.
baby's than a baby bunny's belly.
I'd
There it
say
is.
you gotta see. I'm all about entrances in life. So you come up with 2 changes. I'm different. So you know it starts off with a piano, doom, doom. That's when you take off your shirt, doom, 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 doom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
And
love
then,
it. Have you ever practiced your own derobing?
yeah, my own D-road.
For a
I just
sexual
go like this. You
experience?
gotta pop it and it slides off. By this time she's probably left. But if she stays, that's how you know she's the one.
She's like, I like your vibe.
Yeah.
I like your vibe, and I'm like,
I listen to a lot of ethereals. Oh, maybe that's the wrong word.
What?
Ethereal?
Ethereal?
Ethereal. Thank
Okay,
you.
like ambient music?
Like Portis had it one time. I thought
That's not ethereal.
And then I fucked up.
That's like metal, isn't it?
No.
I don't know what
Portishead?
ethereal means.
Portishead is like electronic jazz.
Oh.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I don't know.
I'm digging myself in a fucking hole.
Here's what I will say though. First, Beach House, the first album by the band Beach House.
Yeah, that's great.
Great sex and music. Bad sex and music. Bob Dylan's Blood on the Tracks. It's a great heartbreak album, but the second side of Blood on the Tracks has this song like Jack, Rosemary, and the Queen of Hearts, and it's just this steady. It's like a 7-minute song, and the beat is just bum, 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 bum. So from like a steady beat standpoint, that makes sense. But then you get like caught up just kind of like to the beat, and it's not romantic anymore. It's like he's having sex with a folk music robot.
Was it Michael McDonald? The one
Oh.
who-
Not in love anymore.
Perfect.
I wouldn't be able to have sex with that without laughing the whole time.
I love that. You cannot get away with that these days. You can't go into the studio like, okay, you guys, I'm ready to record. Put on a beat, put on a track. Every time I need me, every time I see you. That's almost exactly how
Timberlake
he
can do
sounds.
whatever he wants.
Yeah,
Yo,
he can
Justin
do whatever.
Timberlake can do it.
Yeah, hey man.
He can do whatever he
Future
wants.
Sex Love Sounds, you could probably get the banging too.
Absolutely.
Pony by
Genuine?
Yeah, by Genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Is How We Do It is very like on the nose, but it works.
I guess so. Oh, I didn't even think about it as sex. Yeah, that's how you do sex. The Broadway
then
original
walk-
cast
because
album
walk-
of Guys and Dolls. Great album to have sex to. Thank you everybody for watching Table Talk. Please send us more of your questions on the Twitter, on the Reddit. I'm Matt Lieberman.
I'm Danny Rosenberg.
And I'm William Haynes.
And if you're gonna have sex, wear a condom.
Yeah.
You don't have
Okay.
to though.
No, you do. You should.
I mean, like, who's gonna stop you?
William.
I mean, just get some kids.
William.
I mean, if they want to get somebody pregnant or diseased.
This is their futures.
Stop.